You get the moment she realized she ran over a student. Like home scrap, okay, Newell Mill.
They're transporting him. They're transporting him to the hospital.
This driver's experiencing a major case of shock after being involved in a traffic accident only moments before this body cam was recorded. The accident left one man fighting for his life after he was knocked off his scooter while crossing the road and then dragged under the wheels of the SUV.
Oof.
The driver claimed it was an accident, but witnesses tell a different story, and police need to discover if this was an unavoidable tragedy or whether driver error was to blame.
The light turned green. I went to make a left. I looked this way to make sure from there.
Okay.
I looked this way to make sure that there were no cars coming, and I guess he was crossing the street.
First thing I saw was the Escalade, and then my husband yelling, oh my God, and then you saw something underneath him.
Stop, stop, stop. Once the impact hit, I was beeping at her, like stop, 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 hit him.
She kept going?
He kept on going, ran over him with the front tires. I saw his legs twist, his arm, his head underneath one of the
Oh my God.
tires.
Beyond evil, y'all.
Before we begin, allow us to express our deepest condolences to the family and friends of Daniel Bishop and anyone else affected by this heartbreaking case. Coral Gables is a city in Miami-Dade County, Florida. It is regarded as something of a paradise and is renowned for its warm climate and invigorating nightlife. It's famous for its Miracle Mile, a street packed with shopping outlets, cafes, and various attractions. The area is also a hotspot
So basically kind of like a tourist city.
for golf, attracting large numbers of players to its courses year-round. March 4th, 2024 was just like any other sunny, warm day on a Monday morning in Coral Gables. But an incident at the corner of Altera Avenue and Lejeune Road would turn this paradise into something much more tragic. It was around 10:55 a.m. when police dispatch received a 911 call about a traffic accident that had left one person seriously injured, and officers from the Coral Gables Police Department were on the scene in less than 90 seconds. When they arrived, they found the victim was bleeding heavily and in serious danger.
You see the accident at all?
I didn't, I just showed up.
Okay, he's gonna go.
The victim, 22-year-old Daniel Bishop, was a
22? Dang, bro.
Senior.
RP.
man who had a bright future ahead of him. He was in his senior year at the University of Miami, where he was
Dang.
studying mathematics and psychology. Daniel was described as a brilliant student, a compassionate human being, and popular on campus, where he would participate in various activities and charitable events. But Daniel was lucky to be in Miami studying at all. After 6 years earlier, he had been involved in an incident while studying at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in nearby Parkland,
What
Florida.
the fuck? Dang, he survived the Parkland massacre? What?
Possible shots fired at Stoneman Douglas High School.
This morning, chilling images
That was him?
and 911 calls from the Parkland massacre, painting a timeline of terror. 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz,
Dang. Whoa.
seen here loading an
That
AR-15
sucks.
in the hallway of Stoneman Douglas High School as a frightened freshman walks past. The Sun Sentinel reporting that according to that freshman, Cruz telling him, "You'd better get out of here, things
Dang.
are gonna start getting messy." Moments later, Cruz killing 17 students and staff.
Daniel had managed to walk away from that
Only to be killed by that stupid. Wow.
terrifying ordeal unharmed, but a cruel twist of fate would have him facing tragedy again as first responders tried desperately to save his life.
When my team pitched the idea, I thought it was impossible. A pan that sears like stainless, lasts like...
That sucks.
He's a student.
She's out on 9, yeah.
9 to 9. Have the school board respond as well, and block off completely southbound at Bird Road.
Damn.
Did anybody witness this? You witness it?
I was driving.
Oh, you were the one that hit him.
Where's your car at?
Right
This
there.
one? Okay.
That's 38-year-old Veronica de la Vega. She wasn't just a witness, she was the driver of the black Cadillac Escalade involved in the accident. Veronica is an attorney and a former assistant public defender in Miami-Dade County,
Oh no.
Florida, where
She ain't gonna get no time, y'all.
she served for over a decade. She's also married to one of the biggest realtors in Miami.
Oh yeah, she's not getting no time, y'all. She's gonna pay off the courts.
Daniel de la Vega, who has built one of the most
She has hella connections.
successful property companies in the area.
It's probably the worst people to get hit by because they're not gonna get held accountable for their actions.
That was her husband's SUV that she was driving at the time, and it was clear from the start that she was suffering some kind of shock.
The light turned green. I went to make a left. I looked this way to make
left
sure.
from out there?
there.
Okay.
I looked this way to make sure that there were no cars coming, and I guess he was crossing the street.
All right, let me get you. Driver's license, you okay? You want to sit down? You want water?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Oh yeah, you just killed somebody.
Have a seat right here in the shade, okay? You don't want to be looking at this. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Have a seat.
While Veronica was being comforted by one officer, medical professionals were desperately trying to keep Daniel alive, but he had already lost a lot
Dang.
of blood and his condition was deteriorating by the second.
He's not gonna make it, man.
With Daniel in the
It sucks. He knows.
best possible hands,
But he's
officers
not gonna make it.
were left with the task of finding out if this was a tragic accident or whether there were other
And
circumstances
I got video of it.
to be taken into account.
No.
Was a tragic accident or whether there were
Bro, you
other
could see
circumstances to be
him.
taken
You could see him. She was not paying attention at all.
into account.
What's going on?
What happened? Okay,
I was the first car at the light. The light turned green.
You had the green
I
light?
had the green light. I was making a left. I looked this way to make sure that no cars were coming, and I didn't see him. And then I heard something.
You said that you were at the light. Were you coming this way?
I was at this light right here,
Right
looking
here.
at this.
You wanted to go south on the June.
Correct. I was making a left.
Where did you see him? Where was he coming from?
I didn't see him.
You didn't see where?
I didn't see where he was. I'm assuming he was coming from this way.
Probably crossing
the
Okay.
street because I was looking that way to make sure that there were no cars coming.
Okay.
And then I didn't. I heard that I hit someone. Like I did. I was just trying to get out. Oh my God.
It's okay. I know.
Yeah, she was not paying attention.
Call him. You want to call him? Give me a second, okay?
With an investigation to take care of, officers from the Coral Gables Police Department had to secure the area and make sure that no one disturbed the scene. Although the incident was caught on surveillance cameras,
On video?
it was from a distance, so eyewitnesses would be crucial in piecing this accident together. Sadly, Daniel did not survive his ordeal. His injuries were just too much for him to recover, and despite the best efforts of first responders, he was pronounced dead at the scene.
Dead at the scene.
Started as a traffic accident, has now become a traffic homicide.
You're gonna be okay, okay? You're gonna be okay. They're transporting him. They're transporting him to the hospital. I know from seafood. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Where is your husband coming from? You want to water or anything? Some water. You're just coming from the gym. Recording, I'm gonna mute real quick. Is it a student? Yeah. 45? Yeah. Student, bro.
Dang.
She's a parent at St. Thomas. She's going crazy, waiting for us. What do we know so far? Is it a student? He's a student?
That sucks.
Yeah. They got a both, but they're not gonna be able to.
What happened there?
It looked to me. She was making a left turn here. She got the green light, made a left turn. She probably left one of the gyms here, and then he must have been crossing this way. She's a mom for, I know her. Right there. He was the first on scene. He has a phone. He has a phone. I don't know if you guys want to go through his book bag to look up his ID.
But this was not an isolated incident in Coral Gables, and the problem was getting worse.
On to a catastrophic crash here in Coral Gables. A pedestrian pinned up against a wall after a driver loses control.
Right now at 5:30, a catastrophic crash shutting down busy U.S. waters after a bicycle for 3:15 Thursday.
100 traffic accidents, many involving pedestrians or cyclists. Daniel would be one of 4 people who lost their lives in those first 4 months alone in accidents just like the one Veronica had experienced. One of the officers had been involved in some of those other 800 traffic accidents. That was Officer Garcia of the Coral Gables Traffic Homicide Unit, and he was soon on the scene to try to make sense of this terrible tragedy.
So just a quick question, okay? I'm going to be in charge of the crash report, the incident report, and the entire traffic homicide report as well, okay? I'm doing all aspects of the investigation. The first thing that I need to do with you is just speak about the accident, okay? It's not a criminal investigation. It's a traffic crash investigation. It's not criminal in nature, okay? Knowing that, I know your attorney's already here. Are you willing to talk to us about the crash itself?
No.
The facts of the crash. Okay, I'll go talk to him right now, okay?
Told you.
And then if not, we can do it with him. I don't mind doing it. I just wanted to get that from. Just give me a few minutes.
Mr. Lee.
Although that shit eats at her every day.
Officer Garcia had been assigned to plenty of traffic accidents just like this one. It's not every traffic accident that an attorney arrives on the scene to
an attorney on scene, ready to go. She's an attorney.
Present their client before they've said a word to police.
Hello, sir.
Hi, guys.
Officer Garcia. How are you? Are you representing the driver? Okay.
Of course.
What's she doing?
She's a little distraught. It's understandable. I need to speak to her about the crash itself. Okay, that is not a criminal matter. It's not nobody from
bullshit, yo.
And the vehicle's on Lejeune or vehicle's on Altara?
Crazy. She already has an attorney.
We're coming out of here. My son had a doctor's appointment. We're on the outer lane closest to the sidewalk. We're heading north. I stop. I'm right at the crosswalk is right in front of me. And what I saw of the accident was to me it looked like a kid on a scooter crossing on the crosswalk, and simultaneously a black Escalade turning from Altara to Lejeune. She was turning, and then she hit the individual.
You saw the impact?
I saw the impact. Hit him. He kept on going. Ran over him with front tires. I saw his legs twist, his head underneath one of the tires. I saw the scooter getting mangled, and then she proceeded and rolled over him with the rear tires.
Damn, with the other tires too? She didn't even stop?
I think it was just the outer right rear tire, if I'm not mistaken. And then she stopped. I was like yelling, like beeping, like stop, stop, stop. Once the impact hit, I was beeping at her, like stop, stop, stop. Obviously my window was down, it happened so quickly. I put the car in park, opened the door, came out because there was cars coming to stop them.
That was witness number 1, Patrick, who watched the whole thing unfold before his eyes. He claimed that he had to shout at Veronica to get her attention and try to get her to stop. As it appeared, she hadn't realized what was happening at the time.
She wasn't even paying attention.
We're stopped on the northbound outside lane.
Clear. I saw.
So there was nothing obstructing your view
nothing obstructing. Roll under the car, and I saw the back tire. So I saw so much movement and torsion of the body that it couldn't have been obstructed. My wife didn't see the initial hit. Stopped, looked up, and I think then she just saw the vehicle. I don't think she was able to see anything from her vantage point. scene. Crosswalk, the sign. You don't recall. Any other information that hit over the front tires?
In the car was Patrick with a second witness. Sasha also alleged that Daniel had been dragged under both the front and back tires of the Cadillac Escalade before the vehicle came to.
Look at Daniel was looking at the car too. This dude was looking straight at the car. Look at him.
Under both the front and back tires of the Cadillac Escalade.
He's looking at the car.
For the vehicle.
Right here.
Okay.
Right there, he's looking at the car right there.
Which had left him with devastating injuries that would eventually take his life.
Did your husband yelling a letter you?
But I don't think
Might be able to assist.
also. Blood already.
But there was much more to this case than Veronica was letting on to
investigators,
and there was vital information she neglected to tell the police at the scene. Not only was she driving without any insurance, she hadn't renewed her driver's license since 2020, meaning she had been driving illegally for years. Veronica de la Vega was charged with failure to use care, a traffic violation, and second-degree misdemeanor of driving with an expired license. Her case went to court in January of 2025, where she pled no contest. That would mean Veronica neither admitted nor denied guilt, but accepted the incident took place. She was facing possible jail time, maybe even 2 months or so behind bars, unless her lawyer could convince the court that the accident was unavoidable and nothing more than a tragic accident that Veronica had been involved in. But Daniel's parents were seeking justice, and they believed Veronica should be held accountable for the events of March the 4th, 2024.
She's not. She's an attorney.
But the verdict that was read out on Thursday, the 9th of January, caused outrage for the community of Coral Gables. Veronica de la Vega was found guilty and sentenced to 6 months probation. And 500 hours of community service. She managed to escape the maximum sentence of 60 days in jail, and Daniel's mother, Susan, wasn't shy about voicing her opinions on the verdict when she spoke to the press and asked them, how could a lawyer, a mother, a community member drive knowingly with an expired license and not be carefully watching the road in front of her? Several weeks after the verdict, new surveillance video was released that showed the accident in full and prompted Daniel's parents to consider taking further action against Veronica de la Vega. Ironically, Veronica renewed her license only days guilty and sentenced to 6 months in full, and prompted Daniel's parents to consider taking further action against Veronica de la Vega. Ironically, Veronica renewed her license only days after the accident. Residents of Coral Gables are still fighting for safer roads for pedestrians and cyclists in the hope that they can avoid another incident.
Go like, comment, subscribe. All right, be Daniel.
Bye, have a great time.